Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's episode of Morte D'Arthur. Tonight, the Lady Elaine comes to court in search of Sir Lancelot, father to her child. Tonight, we'll see just what Lancelot does when all this happens. And tonight, we'll see just what happens as more magic descends upon the court. Hello, Darby. Hello, Sari. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Frank. Hello, Barbie. Hello, everyone. And yes, Rachel, you got in first. Massive props to you for getting in first, Rachel. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. How are we all this evening? How are we all indeed? No, Frank, no cutting. No cutting of hair. None at all. I won't stand for any of that. Hello, Jason. Hello, Jason. Come in, come in. Excellent, Sari. That's super freaking awesome. Sounds fantastic. Frank, what is your good news? Hello, Barbie. I am wearing a green jumper, Jason. This is my green jumper. This is green. This is my green jumper. Definitely green jumper tonight, Jason. I remembered. Well, that's just because it doesn't look green. It's definitely green. Green. Not the most vibrant green. Hello, Esther. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Come in. Excellent, Rabbit. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. Green, are we good? We accepted that this is green. Are we accepted? It is great to have you here live, Esther. Welcome, everyone. Thank you. I made sure I got the chainmail beneath the green. I don't really like this jumper. I was thinking of throwing this jumper out, but good for St. Patrick's Day. Well, that sounds like a valid reason for taking a break, Darby. An excellent reason for taking a break. Hello, Dawn. Come in, Dawn. Sit yourself down. Ready to enjoy the show, everyone. It's wonderful to see you here tonight. As I say, tonight, the mother of Lancelot's child will be coming to King Arthur's court in search of him. And more black magics will descend upon Camelot, and we'll see just what happens. Sir Lancelot, of course, has only just managed to convince Guinevere that when he lay with the Lady Elaine, it was because a spell had been cast upon him. Will more treacherous things happen to Lancelot? Will he manage to talk his way out of it this time? We will find out in tonight's show, ladies and gents. Let's get into the show. It is totally Jerry Springer stuff done. For those of you who aren't up to speed, Sir Lancelot, bravest, noblest knight in all the world, came to the castle of King Pelleas, and there, when he was in the castle of King Pelleas, he was cruelly tricked, I tell you, by evil magics into sleeping with Lady Elaine, daughter of King Pelleas. And upon that daughter he begat a child, Sir Galahad. It was all a terrible trick. And when it was done, ladies and gents, when it was done, then Sir Lancelot left. 9 months have now passed, ladies and gents. It happens a lot. Dawn. It's generally a trick. Generally magic every time. It's the best excuse. When Guinevere found out that Lancelot was a baby daddy, she was a bit annoyed with him. Seriously annoyed with him. Look that you come to my bed when I send for you. Madam, I shall not fail you, but I shall be ready at your commandment. This bargain was soon done and made between them, and the Lady Brisson knew by her sorcery and crafts, and she told this to Dame Elaine. "Oh," said she, "how shall I do?" "Let me deal with this," said Lady Elaine, "for I shall bring him by this hand even to your bed, and he shall believe that I am Queen Guinevere's messenger." "Now well is me," said Lady Elaine, "for all the world I love not so much anyone as I do Sir Lancelot." Halfway through tonight's tale, ladies and gents, halfway through. And that poor Sir Lancelot, that poor guilty feeling Sir Lancelot, will no one believe him that it was a terrible trick that was played upon him? He seems so sad, seems so caught out by all of this. Oh, poor Sir Lancelot, what a nice boy like him to do, eh? Bless. We'll find out. So, when the time came that all the folks were in bed, "Hello, Karen, come in!" The Lady Brissons came to Sir Lancelot's bedside, and he said, "Sir Lancelot the Lake, are you asleep? My lady, Queen Guinevere, lies in bed, and she waits for you." "Oh, my fair lady," said Lancelot, "I am ready to go with you where you will have me." And so Sir Lancelot threw upon him a long gown, took his sword in his hand, because just to be clear, if you're going to have a night of romance with your lady and you're thinking about things that you might need to take with you to the bed, your sword is obviously going with you. Priorities. And then Lady Brisson took him by the finger and led him to her own lady's bed, Lady Elaine. And then she departed and left them in bed together. Know you well, this lady was glad, and so was Sir Lancelot, for he believed that he had another woman in his arms. And now we will leave them kissing and clipping and other kindly things. And we will speak. I know what clipping means. It doesn't. Gosh, it's been a long time since I read that word. Chaucer uses it in some of his more naughty passages. Let me tell you, it's not polite words. If it was translated to modern English, it would not be polite to say on Periscope. I'll tell you that. Nor Chaucer uses it when he's being particularly naughty, and it doesn't mean snipping. But now I'm not saying it. Now we speak of Queen Guinevere, that sent one of her women to find Lancelot in his bed. And when she came there, she found the bed cold, and he was away. And she came to the Queen and told her all. All I'll say is that Black Rabbit is very close. "Alas," said Guinevere, "where has that false knight gotten to?" And then the Queen was out of her mind, and she wreathed and weltered as a madwoman, and she might not sleep for 4 or 5 hours. Then Sir Lancelot had a condition, where, out of habit, he would speak in his sleep and speak of his lady, Queen Guinevere. So, as Sir Lancelot had waked as long as it had pleased him, then, by course of a kind, he slept, as did Lady Elaine. And in his sleep he talked and clattered as a jay of the love that was between him and Lady Guinevere, And so as he talked so loud, and the queen heard him, as she lay in her own chamber, and when she heard him so speak, she was nigh wooden out of her mind for anger and pain, and not knowing what to do. And then she coughed, ahem, 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 so loud that Sir Lancelot woke up and heard her coughing. And then he worked out he wasn't sleeping with his queen. Therefore, he leapt out of his bed as if he had been a woodman in his shirt, and the queen met him on the floor. And thus she said, "You false traitor knight! Look at you! You might never stay in my court again and avoid my chamber. You are not so hardy, you false traitorous knight you are! Don't ever come back in my sight!" "Alas," said Sir Lancelot, and therewith he took such a hearty sorrow at her words that he fell down to the floor in a swoon. Therewith Queen Guinevere departed. Now, Thomas Mallory says at that point Queen Guinevere departed. I would think that might be more correct, that if Lancelot has just passed out after sleeping with another woman, before she departed, she might have very well lodged a couple of firm kicks in a place that wasn't covered by armour at the time. And so, when Sir Lancelot awoke of his swoon, he leapt out of a bay window into a garden, and there with thorns he was so scratched on his face and his body, and he ran forth and he knew not whither, for as wild as wood as ever was man. And he ran for 2 years, and never any man might have the grace to know him. Lancelot has been exiled from Camelot, ladies and gents. He's run off for 2 years, very similar to Tristram being kicked out and running off mad, we'll point out. After all, the Lancelot legend was based on Tristram. I think there are things that we need to discuss here, guys. Serious talk time. Gather round. Although it's claimed that Lady Elaine's handmaiden is a sorceress, it doesn't seem like a lot of sorcery has gone on there. She's come to Lancelot's bed. She's gone, "Guinevere's asked you to come to her bed." And bearing in mind that he's fallen for this before, alright, Lady Bresson has come to him once before and said, "Guinevere sent me." If Guinevere is sending her maiden to him night after night to invite her to her bedroom, then might he not have gone, "You're not the usual maiden who sent..." No, he's just gone, "You look surprisingly similar to the lady who once came to me and asked me to sleep with a different woman. But I'll trust you, even though you're not the usual person." She leads him to the bedchamber, at which point, I mean, come on, right? I'm not sure about you guys when you're wandering around places, but he's gone, "That's Guinevere's bedroom, and we're going to a different bedroom." What's more likely, that Guinevere has moved her bedroom in the castle, or that I'm not going? He just accepts this. Not going to their bedroom, going to a different bedroom. Still Guinevere, though. And then he gets there. And he gets into the room with Lady Elaine. At which point, what? "Ooh, you look a bit different to Guinevere. Your voice is different to Guinevere. Your height is different to Guinevere." I mean, come on! This man... Sod sorcery on this. Lancelot just fancied a bit of Elaine. I mean, we've heard all through there of how, you know, she was the most beautiful woman there. He quite fancied her. He quite liked the look of her. Do we honestly believe that Lancelot was tricked by sorcery here? Let's take a show of hands. Hands up if you believe that Lancelot was tricked. And hands down if you think that this man is a love rat. Lancelot is a love rat. Can we be clear on this? Lancelot is a love rat in this, as far as I'm concerned. My thumb is going down to Lancelot. He deserved to be kicked out, and I hope that Guinevere did kick him in the nadgers when he was down on the floor. Chic. Lancelot is not my favourite knight. I am all Team Tristram. I am all Team Tristram, guys. I'm not in any way, shape or form on my Team Lancelot. I've never liked Lancelot. I've always thought Lancelot was a cad. Always thought he was a love rat. Always thought he was scum for cheating on his best friend. For cheating with his best friend's wife. Yeah, this is Jerry Scrimpfinger. Absolutely, Rabbit. This is it. You can just imagine. You can just actually, it's more Jeremy Kyle. You can imagine Lancelot sat there, and you know we've got Elaine there, you know, and Guinevere, and he's all, oh well, you know, I did father the child with Elaine, but I really love Guinevere, and maybe the two of them could be okay with it, and I could be in love with the both of them. They're like, no, they're just fighting, throwing the fists on stage and all, pulling hair and all, don't you go near my man, you piece of trash, you piece of trash! Don't you touch him! Don't you touch him! Don't you touch him! Don't you talk to my Lancelot! Don't you! I'll have you! And the security guards are all the back like, it's not worth it, love! It's not worth it! Don't do it like that! I'll have her! I've woken up the dog next door. I've woken up the dog. Anyway, that Amanda is, it is, I've woken it up with my, it's not worth it, don't do it. Anyway, that, ladies and gents, was tonight's episode of Elaine Morte. Tomorrow night we'll find out how Guinevere treats Lady Elaine when she finds her on the morning. That's right. Yep, that's it. Terry Jones is where I get my woman's voice from. I just do the Terry Jones. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Anyway, love to Terry Jones. Anyway, I'm reading from my novel next, ladies and gents. I'm reading from Till Bashing in a couple of minutes. No poetry tonight. My novel coming up, so I'm going to say goodbye to you now, refill my drink, and then I'll come back up and we'll read some Till Bashing. Thank you so much for coming, ladies and gents. Thank you for making me laugh. Oh, I saw that at work, Priscilla. I mean to comment on it. Your hair was incredible. I saw it at work today. It was awesome. Focus on the road, Dawn. Focus on the road. Just listen like I'm on the radio. Don't even look, Dawn. Look at the road. Listen like it's radio. But yes, awesome. Thank you so much for coming tonight, ladies and gents. Thank you, Esther. It's been wonderful to see you. Thank you, Underwood. Thank you, Javi. Thank you, Aaron and Sari. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Barbie. Thank you, Dawn and Amanda, Karen and Rosella. It's been wonderful, truly wonderful to hang out with you this evening. It's been awesome to see you guys live. Esther, it has been too long since I last caught you live. But I'm going to grab a drink so that I can get through Till Bashing without my voice locking up. See you in a few minutes. Frank! Frank, you weren't showing up on there. Sometimes it hides people, Frank. Frank, thank you for coming, Frank. Sometimes when I swipe left, it doesn't show everyone's names. And then it embarrasses me and I feel awful. Frank, thank you. I hope you enjoyed the clipping.